It is I, your host with the most. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And I want to talk about today some real foolishness, y'all. So if you didn't know, goddamn Steph Curry is his wife Ayesha Curry has been going on this rampage of just crapping on bruh name, to be honest with you. Like, this shit been going on a while, man. And it's getting brought more and more to the front. People are seeing this shit for what it is. And by all means, it's just craziness, dog. I can't even put it no other way. It's craziness, bro. Uh, Steph Curry is being disrespected by a woman that he's giving a good life to. You know what I'm saying? Ayesha Curry lives a good life primarily because of Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I remember last year she said something about she sent him pictures of her feet, shit like that. She said a lot of weird shit about this man. It was a male stripper. It was some type of male stripper at one of these goddamn talk shows, and she was looking at the guy. She was like making gestures of removing her ring for the guy and shit like that. And she playing Steph, y'all. There's no other way to put it, yo. She playing Steph. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Steph, you know what I'm saying? Steph probably love his family and stuff like that. That matters the most to him. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta check your chick, man. And it's bad, bro. And I think a lot of this have to do with feminism. You know what I mean? Like, feminism allows this type of shit to occur. You know what I'm saying? Feminism enables this type of shit. It lets this shit run rapid, where you have a successful man doing right by his wife, and his wife just flat out disrespects him whenever she wants. You know what I mean? She just literally flat out disrespects him whenever she wants, and it's like no repercussions for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she went on that show and she said, I didn't want to have kids, I didn't want to get married. So that makes Steph Curry look like the bad guy in the situation. You know what I'm saying? It make Steph Curry look like he's the bad person or he's the problem and stuff like this. And it's just whack. It's just whack that's what it is. Cause, you know, Steph is out there providing for this woman, and the shit she say, dog. If y'all seen some of these interviews, I'm gonna show y'all some of this shit, dog. The shit she done said. For her to have her kids and to say she don't want to have kids, she didn't want to have kids, almost like he forced her to have kids. That's like her trying to be a victim. I mean, it's just fucked up because this is your wife. I mean, this is literally your wife. This is your husband. Why would you do that to your husband? You feel me? It's just crazy. And I'm finna show y'all this shit right here. People making fun.
Did you always knew you wanted a big family? No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl, and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want. It's so hard.
Could you imagine being her husband, and that's the type of shit you gotta hear your wife go on national TV and say? You gotta hear your wife say that she didn't really want to be with you, like you damn near forced her to get married. It's crazy, man. And a lot of this shit, this type of shit is enabled. This type of shit is preserved. This type of shit is allowed. Could you imagine if Steph Curry literally went on any type of, just say he went on the LeBron James podcast or any type of podcast and said, well, you know, I really didn't want to be with my wife. You know, I didn't want to have kids with her. You know how disrespectful that'd be? It's disrespectful. But it's allowed. For whatever reason, shit like that is allowed, man. Shit like that is allowed. And I think it further talks about feminism, in my opinion, and how destructive feminism is, especially to the black community. Feminism is feminism is not good at all, in my opinion, especially for black women, because it's nothing to help us out. Like, feminism has not helped us out in one bit. It hasn't been good for us in one bit. And when you have your wife publicly shaming you, I mean, the stripper guy came there and she said, "Ooh, let me take off my ring." When you have your wife actively doing stuff like that, your wife talking about she didn't want to be with you, she didn't want to have kids, make it seem like you forced the situation, and you got to ask yourself, where does this shit come from? Where does this type of shit come from? Well, it's an easy feminism. Feminism runs so rapidly in the black community amongst black women that this shit is like normal. This is some normal shit. It's fucked up. It's normal. Could your wife going on national TV talking about she didn't want to have kids with you, she didn't want to be married, making it seem like you forced her? That type of shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. And then she make it seem like she wanted to be a 304. She made it seem like she wanted to be out there popping pussy. That's what she literally made it seem like. Like she didn't live her life to the extent that she wanted to live it to. You know, that type of shit is crazy. But you know what's gonna happen? Cause most athletes, people don't know this, most athletes that get divorces, they get divorced after they retire. They don't usually get divorced while they're in the league. You peep that? They usually get divorced after they get married. You feel me? Because them checks stop coming in. At that point in time, checks start coming in. Go check that out. When do athletes majority of the time get married? I mean, majority of the time get divorced. And it's going to be after. You didn't have to be here, dog. I can't stand when you weirdos come. If you don't want to, let me that shit. Y'all be fucking up the flow of my talking. There you go. Get your ass about here. Yeah. So, yeah. But could you imagine, like, your wife going on TV and saying these things? You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, most athletes, they get divorced after they retire. So that lets you know how it goes down with a lot of these women. They just really be there for the money. It's crazy because these dudes be making so much money, then they go get married, and then they get a divorce right after they retire. You know what I'm saying? So Steph should be worried. Steph should be looking at all his assets. His wife is publicly shaming him like this. He should be getting ready. Hey, man, this bitch might be getting ready to take my money, man. He need to start thinking about that type of shit. Hey, shorty might be getting ready to take your money, bro. That's just on the real, for real. And you know what this situation gonna end up being like? It's gonna end up being like Tia Mowry. I don't know if y'all remember that situation. Tia Mowry, right? Back in the day, she not even back in the day, just like 4-5 years ago, she divorced her husband. Not because he did something wrong, he cheated her, he beat on. He divorced her because she said she graduated from their marriage. That's some crazy shit to say. That's absolutely absurd. She said she graduated from their marriage. Whatever the hell that means. You graduating from a marriage. Could you imagine your wife telling you, oh, you know, we got to get a divorce. Well, why you want to get a divorce? I'm graduating from this relationship. I'm done. Men don't have those type of options. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with Ayesha Curry. I feel like she's going to do the same exact shit to Steph Curry. You know what I mean? So you need to be paying attention to this. But feminism is a crazy thing, man. It really destroys black homes the most. It really does. You know, a lot of people talk about single parent homes. Yeah, that's destructive too, but feminism is what caused those single parent homes. Because black women feel like, hey, I can do it without a man. I don't even got to try to get a man. You know what I'm saying? So just as destructive as single parent households is, so is feminism. It's your man Delvin. Delvin's room to the next one.